Mr. President, the FBI doesn't have an official terrorism reporting system. They have a tip line, and it's pretty complex. Like, you got to know all the details and stuff, but they don't even give you a reference number. Gods among men, just absorbing our tax dollars out of the atmosphere, just managing us for the heathen. If you go into the office, it's usually working guys, people with jobs. But when you call or go online, for some reason, Uganda knows before they do. And the whole situation is a far cry from Dragnet. And then you call them about something completely different, and they call you a repeat tipster and hang up on you. We didn't even get to the tip. We were still talking about the headline. Like, the Epstein scandal is going to just destroy the whole system. But a corporate prison is a colony. A colony is an act of war against, for instance, real cops. I don't think the Bill of Rights is in any danger. Nobody ever raped an unconscious 6-year-old boy into a free press news team. Where's Mulder and Scully when you need them? On TV, there's a show called Bones. It's all about criminal forensic pathology. The news is like, we can't afford due process. You can't afford due process because you theologically raped 84,000 Boy Scouts and tried to pass the buck to the president. North Korea via Uganda is hiding behind the gay child protection revolution, acting like they can't hear me while they pretend to negotiate on my behalf. We're not affiliated. And we can talk about whatever typo gave them the impression they should go all in on the record. But if they had a leg to stand on, they could have said it to my face instead of waiting until I left and doing it themselves. Somebody lost a bet. I've never sold cocaine in my life, never even liked it. Why shouldn't I be able to work with the Catholic churches of Latin America? That doesn't work for the homos. But we're definitely not affiliated. Somebody at the table has been trying to cover up raping me in surgery and kill me before I found out since I was 6 years old. Canadian fugitives pretending to negotiate while they raped 84,000 Boy Scouts turned out to not to be big on taking no for an answer. Who'd have figured? The thing about general orders with the military was that you can't just wait for a phone call from the Saudis to protect your own life. Saudi Taliban is still Taliban, and I have never stood within the walls of any mosque that is still standing in the eyes of God. No person, living or dead, has ever witnessed me exit a mosque that did not explode afterwards. God did not mistake me for a Muslim. Because the North Koreans, via Uganda, are letting various international third world wizards rape our kids in surgery, pretend they're married behind our backs, call them liars until they shoot up a school. And the FBI's like, oh, we can't do anything because we were already involved. But where did you get that information? This is why you can't ban waterboarding. Exodus 32:20, read it like you mean it. Read it like Moses, like you might have to kill 3,000 people. Get pumped. I've never stood within the walls of any mosque that is still standing. Who's married now? Now, the way it worked before 9/11, I don't know exactly who it is. We're just going to call it Interpol, is over here competing with some other jinglehead organization and try to figure out whose fault it was. But I'm the one that was in the army. What's the difference? Watergate is using illegal surveillance to kill us with the magic of television. And I've been trying to reach Washington for the past 10 years since first awareness of specific international incidents. And they're acting like they want to just change now. Nobody could possibly be dumb enough to think that we were negotiating before I found out. I had no way of knowing I'd even been raped in surgery when I was 6 years old until they tried to kill me when I was 35. These people are garbage. They tried to eat me, Washington. Barely escaped with my life.